Hey everyone, welcome back to the THURB-cast. I'm your host, Alex Thurber. For those who don't know me, I'm your host. Thank you for coming along and checking this out. Now, today we're doing something really raw. We're going to be doing a retrospective on my dating life. It's easy to look back and think, wow, that's cringy, or that person is ugh. But every person who comes into my life, or your life, even the ones who hurt you, it's a chapter in your own personal textbook, in your own personal life. Now, my goal here isn't to vent about heartbreak. It's to track my own growth. I want to show you the consistent red flags I ignored, the patterns I repeated, and how each exit paved the way for healthier future relationships. We're going through 6 pivotal chapters. 6! There's 6 of them. 6. So, grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Also, just a quick little disclaimer. Let's be clear, this isn't a roast or an attack. This is about taking back my narrative. This is about me explaining the mistakes that I've made and the flags I missed, and sharing the lessons so maybe you don't have to miss them. Either or, it's about how I grew from these experiences. What shaped me. What made me. So, let's get right into it. Let's start with the one who taught me the hardest lesson about who you can really trust, and how quickly self-worth can disappear. So, the first one, Harley. So, I had met Harley through a dating app or a social media app, and we had previously hit it off, and we'd talked, and we decided to hang out and meet. So we did. And it turns out that we both felt a quote-unquote connection. And we started dating shortly after. Now, what I didn't know about Harley was she was a good manipulator. Great. She's good at it. Got what she wanted. Every time. Maybe not every time, but most of the time. Harley was a master class in emotional control, and I mistook her manipulation for passion. So with Harley is she could basically mirror anything. That's what manipulation is they mirror it. She would mirror my dreams, my insecurities, my desires, making me believe that we were good for each other, realizing we weren't. And it got to the point, honestly, to where I couldn't hang out with my guy friends. It's like I was not allowed to do that. I had to be by her side 24/7, always with her, always going to see her, always hanging out with her, just always by my side. It was kind of like a lost puppy dog, always by your side. And one point, I had enough. At one point, I was the sad little puppy dog, pouting down to her. And my friends and my mother said, "Hey, this has gone on too long. This is enough. You need to end it. You're not doing well. She's controlling you. Like, just end it." I couldn't see any of the red flags. I couldn't see anything. Nothing. No red flags in my eyes, all green. But then I started to open my eyes and I started to see, okay, this is this, okay, that's a red flag, that's a red flag, that's a red flag. And it just got to the point where I said, enough, maybe we shouldn't date anymore. I have to focus on some things. She's like, alright, me too, that's fine. Friends then? I said friends. So we were friends. We're friends. I guess. I don't talk to these people much anymore either. So I don't know. But that is Harley. So trust your gut, trust your instinct, recognize the manipulation cycles, gaslighting, guilt, all that kind of stuff. And realize if you're being played or if you're not being played. I mean, the biggest red flag that I kind of ignored was the constant cycle of love bombing, is what I call it. And then followed by silent withdrawals or blame. And I believed I had to earn it. I believe I had to earn good behavior. I learned that true love is a zero-sum game. If you constantly feel guilty and confused, it's a control thing. It's not in your control, it's in their control. So like I said, trust your gut, trust your instinct, and recognize the manipulation cycles. Now, the next girl that we have, a lot of people that I know may know who this is. A lot of my close friends may know of this person. And this person was Paige. Now, Paige was pure unrelenting negativity and chaos. Just a crazy time bomb ready to explode. And I mean, hell, it got to the point where like she would cry if we didn't bring her to lunch, or if I went with one of my guys and she didn't ride with me, she'd flip shit. I mean, literally one time we drove past her and she was like crying on the side of the freaking sidewalk by the school. It was like, you're crazy. It was another one of those control and manipulators. And with Paige, she was very chaotic, which is kind of what drew me to her. It was the chaos. It was a relationship that I knew was wrong, but I stayed in it. Thought I could fix it, fix the constant drama, fix everything. Every date was like a crisis. Literally, I took her out to seafood with my family, and they would have you put on a bib, and she wouldn't put on her bib, and she wouldn't eat the seafood, she wouldn't eat the crawfish, she wouldn't eat none of it. She just sat there with a pout on her face. I had to end up telling everyone, hey, I'm gonna have to end up leaving here early, we're gonna get out of here. And so I did. And I chewed her ass out in that parking lot. Chewed it out. I said, you made me look like a fucking fool in front of my entire family. Now, enough. We're not gonna do it. And that's kind of when I started to realize, like, okay, you're not about to make me look like a fool. You're not about to make me look like a fool in front of my family either. And if anyone made themselves look like a fool, it was honestly her. Now that I realize it, now that time has passed, she made herself look like a fool. I took her bowling once as well, and on the first hole she broke a nail. And she's like, I'm done, I quit, I'm done, I'm so sick, I'm over it. It's like, bro, I just paid $50 for you to fucking bowl and have a good time, and let's go play some arcade machines, but you're fucking ruining the vibe and the mood and everything. Just ruined it all the time, just negative energy, negative. And I had to get away from it. I was like, enough, I have to get out of it. This is not good. And I got out of it, and a couple of days later she ended up putting like a hit on me at school. That whole situation didn't turn out good either. For every party involved, it didn't turn out good. So, I mean, who knows what she's up to now? Who cares? I don't. But, I mean, the lesson that was learned is responsibility and the necessity of self-preservation. You're not responsible for fixing others. You're not. You're only responsible for fixing yourself. And if these people are crazy, just let them be crazy. Don't talk to them. It's that simple. So the next girl that we have on our list is Sarah. Now, Sarah was lovely on the surface, nice and sweet. But the relationship was short. It was a very short-lived relationship. She lived an hour and a half away. I lived an hour and a half away. It just genuinely wasn't going to work. And that's okay. That is A-okay. It's just some things don't work. I realized that she wasn't really into me. I realized that she was wanting other things. And that's okay. She actually had blocked me, like, just out of the blue. Like, right after my graduation. I had just graduated, and we were texting before then, and then after the graduation, she had blocked me, and I was like, what the fuck, man. So mad. But when you realize that none of these things are your fault, you kind of tend to get over them quicker. And you realize it was never going to work out in the end. I mean, she lived an hour and a half away from me. Yeah, we had hung out, gone out to eat, and gone to the mall, and gone to each other's places, and just shared connection. I realized it just wasn't gonna work out. I realized, okay, this isn't what she wants. That's fine. Whatever. Let her do her own thing, and let me do my own thing. So that's what we ended up doing. I actually ended up meeting her family, and they lived out in the middle of the country. They were nice people. But, man, far ass drive, man. Never doing that shit again. Now, the fifth woman, or girl, whatever you want to say, girlfriend ex, was Vivian. Now, Vivian, I think I had met through a dating app. I actually, my dad was having something big going on, and the day of, I actually had a date. And probably one of the worst dates I've been on, one of the least interactive dates I've been on. Not because of her. She was nice and she was wonderful and everything. It was me. It was definitely me. I just wasn't in the mood. I wasn't in the mood for the date, and I don't even know why I scheduled the date. Maybe I felt like it would help, but it didn't. It did not help, not one single bit. Nope. But she was real nice, she was sweet. But she didn't understand boundaries. Like, she was sprinting towards the finish line. She wanted that finish line. And I hadn't even agreed to start. I mean, she wanted to meet my family, but she wouldn't let me meet hers. She wanted to plan a whole year out within the weeks. I mean, I feel like I was being interviewed for a role that I wasn't ready to take, if that makes sense. She was really nice. She was also very nice with everyone, and I didn't like that. Oh, there's this guy, who? Sean, I like Sean, he's a nice dude, he sits next to me, fuck Sean. I tell her, like, fuck Sean. He don't know you. He thinks he knows you, but he don't know you. And that was another thing that I couldn't get, is her constant male validation. The constant male validation that she tried to seek out was just a no-go for me, and I said enough. I said, no, this isn't going anywhere. I'm done. And that's okay. She ended up leaving. I ended up saying, thank the Lord. Good God. Crazy lady. Crazy lady. They're all crazy in some sense. I mean, our relationship was good. It was real good. I mean, I took her out to cheesecake factories. I mean, we went all over the place. I spent some money on her. Spent a buckload of money on her. I treated her well, man. I remember one time we were at the Cheesecake Factory, and this is kind of when I realized the relationship was leaning one way. She asked to pay the fucking bill. She's like, I'll pay the bill. I was like, alright, you only see me as a friend then, right? That's kind of how it is. I thought we were in a relationship, you and me. I thought we're dating. I'm the man. I pay for the freaking bill. No, I'll pay for it. It's expensive. It's $35. It's not expensive. I spent $300 here. An extra $35 is not gonna make or break the difference. It annoyed me, and that's kind of when I realized I was like, okay, it's starting to fizzle out. And so I learned that pace it's a boundary. A healthy relationship respects the speed of both people. It respects it. I mean, you gotta go at each other's pace. You can't go at one pace and you can't go at the other pace. You gotta go at each other's paces. If Mark, let's use an example, if Mark is at 20 and Jeanette's at 50, bring Jeanette down 30%. Or bring Mark up 30%, either or. It goes both ways. But it's not just one who is accelerating, and I realized that. I wasn't dating the person, but the idea of a highly committed relationship she projected onto me. And I had to learn to say, I need to slow down and not feel so guilty about it. Because I had a bunch of other things going on in my life as well at the time. I'm trying to just jump and juggle all these 8 different things, working, her, family issues, and a whole host of number of things. And so pace does matter. You gotta recognize the external. You gotta recognize the external pressure, and you have to stay grounded in your own timeline. Move at your own pace is the lesson, really, on that one. Now, this last girl, one of the best. One of the best. Her name is Samantha. And Samantha remains one of the best people that I have ever known. To this day. We're somehow matched perfectly. I'll tell you the story on that. So I had actually was working one day and I got a call from a number. And I said, can I call you back? And they were like, I didn't call you. And I was like, huh? What do you mean you didn't call me? I get a text, I didn't call you. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So let's go and screenshot it and show it. Send it. And so I said, well, here it says that you called. Here, look. I show her the screenshot. She says, funny, I didn't call. I said, huh? What's your name? And what are like 3 interesting facts about you? And she listed off her facts and her name, and we got to talking, and we ended up meeting probably a few days later, maybe a few weeks later, I don't remember. And we just hit it off. We just really, really hit it off. Now, Samantha has actually been the best, and here are some of the reasons why. She's always supported me. She's always been there for me. We're not dating, actually. We dated for a little bit. We dated for like a year, two years. And I mean, she was perfect. Like, cooks, cleans. Just perfect example of what someone wants. What a man wants. And she was kind, she was sweet, she's a nurse. She's not a nurse, but I'll call her a nurse because she is in my eyes. And she's gotten me gifts. She's baked me cakes. We have baked cakes together. We did gingerbread houses together. We built Legos together. She would buy me Legos. She was awesome. Just straight awesome. And not only that, she wasn't really a big dog person. And the dog that she ended up loving was Buddy. She loves Buddy. And so now every time I go out or I have a trip or something I need to be and I can't watch Buddy, I have her watch Buddy because they get along great. They both enjoy the company and the time. And, you know, that's really important to me when someone's watching my dog. But she, absolute best. I don't know anyone who's topped this performance. I mean, she has done so much. So much. Christmas, Thanksgiving. I mean, she's always been there. She's always been a good listening ear. She's nothing but positive. Yeah, she has her moments, but that's besides the point. She's just a good human being. Great human being. But we found out that we were just better as friends. And that's okay. That's okay. And before y'all hit me with the, oh, Alex, but men and women can't be friends. I believe so too, trust me. I believe so, but this will be my only friend that is a girl and that I will call a friend. That's it. Only one. It's a thing of loyalty and respect as well. We're both loyal and respectful to each other, which is why I think we can still be friends. Like, I could not be friends with any of these other people. I tried. You just can't. You can't. She was the only one that I could be friends with, and that I could stand and I could tolerate, and I could go to advice for. And she's just an awesome human being. Awesome person. So, Samantha, if you're watching this, which I know you are, most likely, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for your incredible work. Thank you for being the person you are. So, just thank you, thank you, thank you. This relationship proved that not all endings are failures. They're not, we choose honesty and friendship over mediocrity and romance. The incredible maturity that was prioritized was proof that breakups can be an upgrade when you both handle it with respect. Not every great connection is meant to be romantic. Some of the best connections are the ones that last. Even if it changes. Even if the form changes. So what did these 6 people teach me? Harley taught me to trust my intuition above all. Paige taught me that my energy is finite. Sarah taught me that integrity is a non-negotiable. Viviana taught me that pace matters. And Samantha, well, she taught me that right people stay even when the relationship changes. That's what she taught me. Your dating history isn't a resume of failures. It's a library of case studies, honestly. Don't erase the bad chapters. Study them. figure out where you were in these moments, what you were trying to meet, what you were trying to accomplish, and who you were trying to be by staying in what you needed to hear. Now, again, thank you all for letting me share this intensely personal part of my life. I hope my dating graveyard helps you look at your own history, not with shame, but with grace, and a whole lot of hard-earned wisdom. I hope you guys enjoyed this little segment. I know I did. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did. Leave a like, show some love, and I will see y'all on the next one. Deuces.